and it's not on camera. And then you're like, oh, that's great. Ah, damn, it wasn't on camera. But that was really cool.
Anything? I know so basically the theater, it seemed like the upper part of the theater, the balcony section, was very active up there that night. And then down in dressing room area, dressing room number 6 especially, was very active. Now, there are times where, and like this particular second part episode of it, we, Brandon and I just looked at a piece of footage that we captured, and I caught it on full view, at the full speed, but then I was like, what the heck was that? So I went back and I slowed it down, pulled it in, and I swear we caught a shadow figure in the hallway of where the dressing rooms were, but I'm not for sure. And if I'm not for sure that it's not the cameras or the lighting or whatever, we're not going to use it.
We'll leave it up to the interpretation of whoever's viewing it. If you think it's something, then that is. But, that's really cool.
We saw it at full speed. So hopefully the viewers might be able to pick that out as well. And, we love it. There's things that we don't put there that we hope you find, that you can write us and tell us, hey, did you go check this and see it, Because that means you're definitely paying attention to it. So
cool. So if someone here is walking the floor this weekend, should they be watching for anything while they're walking around?
I saw like a Michael Myers guy walking through here earlier.
There's a few of those.
Yeah, I would say definitely, and especially when you're crossing from here to Berglund Hall, kind of keep your eyes open. Because you'd be surprised at what pops up. You think it's just a cosplayer, then turns out it's not really a cosplayer.
That would be a big surprise. So, in keeping it about kind of like local things, so like what are some other areas in like Southwest Virginia that you consider to be like the most haunted or active or...
there was a spot in Wytheville, the Octagon Mansion, that we did a lot of events at. That was a very active location. It has since been sold, so it is now no longer an investigation point. But that was a hot spot that we would go to a lot. Of course, St. Albans, always. Bedford, you got Avenel Plantation there. That's a very hot spot. We visited. It's been a while since we've been there, but that was always a very active location for us. Most of our time we spend around Richmond in Northern Virginia area. A lot more of the spots, but those are the ones that we did below. You got any?
Yeah, if we're going to go that route, with kind of breaking away from this area, the couple big ones, there's Cabin on 360 in Mechanicsville, Virginia, which is a great location. Civil War battlefield, a brutal crime occurred on the property next door that's tied into that. You got Belgrove Plantation in King George, Virginia, the James Madison's birthplace, very haunted as well. There's a bunch of them. If you go down to Mineral, Virginia, there's the Dunlora Inn, an old stop there. One cool thing is if you go up on our Facebook page for Haunted Nights Paranormal Events, a lot of these locations we've done ghost hunts at, the Octagon Mansion, St. Albans, and you can go take a look at the history, take a look at the photos, and even the evidence. We used to do this thing for our ghost hunts. We had this big whiteboard, and after every rotation, people would go and write their experiences down. And some locations, you may have a few things, and then some of them, you have to erase other things just to put new things down. And you find up in this general area, there's a lot of that. There's a lot of rural, kind of more like an Appalachian kind of vibe.
Can you just go to those places? I mean, I know not St. Albans as much and things like that, but like that cabin, can I just roll up there and check it out myself, or do you have to be in like a group? And
yeah, well, you have to book it, or they do public ghost hunts all the time, or they'll do like events too. They do, I think, was it for Memorial Veterans Day? They plant flags at local cemeteries, and they'll do like an investigation afterwards. A lot of them are privately owned. Actually, they're all privately owned. Belgrove and Dunlora is a bed and breakfast, so you can stay there if you want. But it's worth checking out. If you're ever curious about any haunted locations in Virginia, just check them out. There's also another one called the Exchange Hotel in Gordonsville, Virginia, an old Civil War hospital, very haunted. I think it's ranked as the number 2 or 3 most haunted in Virginia. Oh, cool. So another cool place. And then it's an active museum.
Go stay at Dunlora. if you get the chance, go to Dunlora. I mean, I love all these places, but Dunlora Inn has a special spot for us, and Sheena that owns it is fantastic. But you talk about haunted, you're pretty much, I don't want to guarantee because you can't guarantee, but I come real close.
You don't need equipment.
I don't think so, no, not there.
No, you can pretty much use yourself. But the one thing, those people that do events with us, like my crew out here, we've got other people that are here too that have been to our events. They know that the way we approach it is at the very beginning, I always say, whatever you bring in is what you get. If you come in, you had a bad day, you're angry, you're mad, guess what? They're not going to communicate with you, okay? So we always try to make it so everybody is bright, they're happy, they're having a good time, we make them laugh. And then by the end of the night, everybody's had a great time because the activity really picks up when the energy is good. So that's the way we approach these things. When we do our investigations, which Haunted Nights Paranormal Events is our event company, we don't take charge. We let people come. They paid money to come and investigate with us, so we let them investigate, do we? Or do we not? Yes, we do. So that's what it's all about, for them to be able to come and do that and have a good time. So
are there any places any of you have been to that you will not go back to? Virginia or anywhere?
Absolutely.
There's a couple places that I've been to a few times that I don't need to go back to. I've experienced the location. I've had maybe had some experiences, but there isn't any that I refuse to go to because of fear or something happened. Nothing like that.
I will never go back to Old South Pittsburgh Hospital. It is in Deep South Tennessee, and it was bad. That's also documented that one was back in 2013. And the attack that happened, that was before, we were early doing this. And I didn't know about protecting. I didn't know about any of that. I just went in wide open, and there was something on that third floor. I'm not going to say that it wasn't human, but it didn't look human according to the picture. But when I was attacked, they got me to the break room, and they had to wrap me in blankets. I could not talk. I couldn't form words. And most of my friends that watch that say that, he'll tell you, they say that it doesn't even look like me.
It's her, but her face is not her.
Yeah. So I will not go back there.
I don't blame you.
yeah, that was definitely an experience that night because, as you can tell, you can probably wonder why she gets these things, because she's got a very sensitive, she's basically a very strong sensitive. So we use her at times for what she does, but that's back before she knew how to protect herself and stuff. So, but since then, she's done a lot better with it. And, but yeah, that's one that we won't forget, definitely, because that was a place that you would go to and you got locked in. I mean, that was a true lockdown. You got let out twice. You got let out in the morning and in the evening to go get something to eat. Other than that, you were locked in. And when you got attacked like that, of course, there was a lot of other bad stuff that happened. But it wasn't just that. It was with the people that were running at the place at the time. But yeah, that one always stands out. We have been back because we went and filmed an episode for Ghost Mob there. So it was very interesting for me because I carried a lot of anger after that with what happened. So to me, I was very interested in getting back to see what was going to happen. Totally different place now. That energy's gone. So, but yeah.
So do you guys do like cleansing rituals or anything like that when you leave places? Like, what are your feelings about that?
Yeah, I think we individually do.
Yeah, I mean, I have my own thing, and we used to pray before we would do the investigation. We've kind of slacked on that, but there's so many different ways to protect yourself. that kind of individually will put the shields up. And, when we leave, we tell them, you're not allowed to come with us. Some of us will sage if we feel we need to. We'll go outside and spray down. So there are different ways that you can.
Yeah, some people believe in carrying their stones, stuff like that. I feel like at times I don't need to worry about it because I find out after the fact that she says she always puts a shield up around me. So I don't know whether I need to go in and do
looking
that.
out.
Yeah. So, but yeah, protection is big in these, especially when going some of these places. You definitely want to be in the right mind when you go in
Right.
there.
So, do we have any questions from the audience? Yeah?
So I notice you said you put up a shield. What exactly does that mean?
I will visualize something covering me. And everybody, I think, has their own thing. It's almost like you'll be shown, like for me, I just visualize being totally covered and protected. And mine is almost like these bars that will come up and just totally surround me. So I think if you just visualize being protected and ask, for a shield to come over you, then you'll know it.
Any other questions?
The two of you that are married, were you into the paranormal separately, or did you meet and say, you like this, I like this? Like, what is the timeline of paranormal and love?
Well, we had actually, so figure 2011 is when we started, but we started watching shows probably around 08, 09 time frame. We were watching things. We got married in 1990.
Very good.
I remembered. That's good. Plus, so you figure we were going 21 years, almost 20 years as being married before we got started in it. Like I said, I think the shows, we just got so interested in it. It's funny how the whole thing happened. We had a puppy. And we didn't want the puppy running around the house, so we sat in the kitchen. We had this small little TV that we watched Ghost Hunters, Paranormal State, Ghost Adventures, things like that on that little TV while we're letting her play around in the kitchen. And we just carried on. Then we moved to our house that we're in now, and we just were like, I think it was part of my family that came over and said, hey, we know somebody that's going to do an investigation tonight. We know you guys like it. Would you want me to see if they would let you come? And they did. And from that point, we were hooked. And, we've been hooked since 2011, and it's just grown. We do a lot of things now, and it's just been fun thing. But yeah, no, we were already in love by that time. So, but we found that the one thing about marriage, we follow the same things. We like football, we love college football, we love all this kind of stuff together, the same things. So, but this is one of the things that we love doing together.
Questions?
Is there ever a haunt that you guys went to that you just severely underestimated, and then when you went in, it just blew you away afterwards?
Josh is a man of many words.
There was one. There's been plenty of locations that the bar was set kind of high that it met the expectation. Like Waverly Hill Sanatorium was cool, Fort Mifflin in Philly. But the one that got me was I spent the night in the Lizzie Borden house, which is really cool. Slept upstairs where the maid was. Lizzie's room was taken right away. But I knew it would be active. The activity kind of surprised me. But the one cool thing was we were upstairs. We did a Ouija board, and then we did a spirit box session in the room where Abby was found. And we did it in the spot where she was at. That was kind of fun. And we kept getting the word sledge. And people that do spirit box or Ouija board sessions, they're getting the same word over and over again is kind of rare. But for Spirit Box, we got the name Sledge, but we got it in different voices. Sledge, Sledge, Sledge. Like it was all different voices. So it makes you wonder, was that somebody that was attached to the crime? Was that somebody's nickname? So that really surprised me, how cool that place was.
When you said, did you say you liked horror movies?
What's that, buddy?
Did you say you liked horror movies?
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Look at his shirt.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Yeah.
What's your favorite horror movie?
The two, besides like the Terrifier franchise, House of a Thousand Corpses, The Devil's Rejects, Pet Cemetery, and actually Sleepaway Camp. It terrorized me as a kid. What about you? Harry Potter?
Yeah. No, if I had to pick one, actually, there's a story behind it, but I like the It movies. So, is there any It fans? Do you know Pennywise's original form? What it was called? It's called the Deadlight. So that's the name of my company, is Deadlight. I just spelled it a little different. So that's that was one of my favorite movies, and that's how we came up with Deadlight. That was Pennywise's original form. And if you go by my table over there, I have a little doll. She's not haunted, but I had her made. I called her Penny, and she resembles Pennywise the clown, just in a female form.
I like that you said she's not haunted though. No, totally normal.
We got time for one more up here, up front.
So I know that you mentioned that sometimes you feel that something might not be human as regarding to like a spirit or something. So could that be animal-like, or is that what you're referring to? And could it go as far back as like dinosaur spirits? Could they leave like some sort of energies to look out for also?
Well, actually, it's funny that you ask that, because remember, we heard like a wolf. At Old South, yeah. I mean, mainly it was because of the picture, because we got this figure that had one regular leg, one peg leg, and a pig face.
Forgot about that.
Yeah. So, but we heard a wolf, like a howl, in that same area. So, I mean, it could be, I mean, there's so many different, there's skinwalkers, there's shapeshifters, I mean, any of that.
Buck wedgies, yes. Yeah. Also, have we ever thought about the fact that, how many believe in the alien factor? Anybody? Age of disclosure, huh? So sometimes kind of wonder about that at times. Grays, things like that. A lot of people talk in the paranormal field about seeing grays. So, that's another thought about it. Could it be things from that dimension? Cryptids, Bigfoot. Anybody ever investigated Bigfoot before? Interesting. If you get a chance, if anybody holds camps, things like that. I know the guy that we filmed for Hometown Haunts, he does camps all the time and takes people on Bigfoot hunts. Whether you're going to get something or not, yeah, but it's the factor, it's the spook factor, the whole thing. So.
Have you heard of the knot deer? Like the Appalachian legend? Y'all should look into that. The knot deer. It's creepy. Knot deer. Yeah. So tell us, like, what's next for you guys besides those episodes, and like any upcoming investigations you have, and tell everybody where they can find all your stuff.
So coming up on May 2nd, we're doing a public ghost hunt up at St. Albans in Radford. All of our information, if you go on Haunted Nights Paranormal Events on Facebook, all of our events are there. All of our listings are there. Come back and see us. We'll tell you more about them. We'll be there. We'll be, where else we're going to be? We'll be back at Belgrove Plantation in King George in August. And the Cabin on 360 also in August. Also in October. They kind of all run together after a period of time. But if you want to know more about us, come see us at the table. Also, Facebook, Haunted Nights Paranormal Events on Facebook, Hometown Haunt Series on Facebook. I think we're going to be making a Twisted Productions Facebook page as well, kind of tie all that together. But if you get a chance, go on YouTube, Hometown Haunt Series, subscribe. Please subscribe. Watch our stuff. But also, we have another show that we film called Ghost Mob with Mike and Chris from the Wraith Chasers from Travel Channel. It's their show. Josh, myself, and Lyle are the production crew for that show. We filmed at Old South Pittsburgh Hospital, St. Albans Sanatorium, the Exchange Hotel, and the Thomas House. 2 of the 4 are up now, Old South Pittsburgh and St. Albans. So give those a like and give those a watch and let us know what you think. But if you want to talk more about ghosts, guys, please come see us at the table and get more info on all of our events, our filmings, His Dead Lights, Tonna's Essentials, really good candles, and a lot of cool stuff.
And y'all will be here tomorrow, too? Awesome. Well, thanks for talking to us.
Thank you all. Thank you all for coming. We appreciate you guys.
If you guys
Thank
can stick
y'all.
around for a second after this is over, we'll take a giant selfie here on the stage. So stick around for a second.
All right. Thank y'all.